Hey guys, it's Anthony from Just Keep It Fresh today. We have this beautiful, amazing cap with us. I just want to tell you that this cap is available now if you want to buy in our store. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty nifty. I think it's like 35 bucks. But anyway, let's get to it. So, really, for this video, what we're doing is this beautiful car over here. This car has arrived this morning from a customer that really wanted her car to look exceptional. And when I say exceptional, I mean exceptional. What we're doing is we're going to put 2 layers of coating on this car. But obviously, before we do any sort of like ceramic coating jobs, we walk around the car with our customers to do some sort of inspection. And although this car looks really pretty, again, this is another black car, reflects a lot of light. We've seen that there's actually a lot of scratch marks on the car. Now, most of the time when we get a brand new car from a customer, we'd say these scratch marks probably came from the delivery process of the car. Were they moving it around from shipping, or were they delivering it to you as a customer? They want to make sure the car is clean, so they get someone random to wash your car. And when I say someone random, it could be someone really random who does not know how to wash a car and potentially damage the car while they are washing it. And that's the key. A lot of times when we want to wash our cars, we damage the car while we're washing it. So while we're cleaning and trying to protect the car, we actually cause more damage to it. Many times when I talk about this, I refer them to as love marks. So when you love your car so much, you're cleaning it, giving it some love, and what you're doing is you're actually damaging it while you're loving the car. And that could be in a lot of things that you do that is probably not right as to how to really detail your car and making sure you're not damaging the paintwork. Now, especially this car on the side over here where the fenders are and where the front bumper is, you can see a lot of scratch marks coming from here, from the front of the car to the back of the car. My assessment over here is that when the customer is probably washing the car, she's probably washing it from the bottom of the car all the way to the front, bring all the dust and the dirt and grime onto her wash mitt or her sponge. One thing that I think you guys need to know, never wash your car with a sponge. I'll tell you why later. But one of those applicators and pushing it all the way to the fender and then back again into the fender. So that's something that obviously we will address as well before we actually start the ceramic coating process. But this video is more going to be talking about knowing the foundation of how to wash your car. If you don't know how to wash your car, even if you get your car ceramic coated, you can still scratch your car, which is, pretty serious, because first thing you want to do is when you get a ceramic coating, you want to get rid of those scratches. What's the point of getting those scratches off, removing it, paying all that money for ceramic coating, and then still have that come back? Method of washing is very important. And we've actually got many videos on how to wash your car. We'll put the link on the description. And what we're going to do today is to minimize those scratches and make it brand new again by applying our three-stage paint correction method onto this car, decontaminating this car as well. And then also what we're going to do is applying 2 layers of coating on this car. And the customer specifically wanted for her 2 Series to have her calipers painted blue. So what's going to be done today as well is the wheels are going to be removed, and what we're going to do after that is clean those calipers and paint them blue, so that this car is not just going to look cool in terms of it's clean and scratch free, but it's going to be one of a kind as well. So that's definitely what we're going to do to this car. So as I said, this 2 Series has come in for a coating job, but we've added an extra sort of a customization feature onto the calipers. And right now what we're doing is we've taken off the wheels and we are getting ready to put some paint onto the calipers. So Nathan here is one of the guys that we work with to get this done. He fixes our wheels, he paints our wheels, he paints our calipers. But I think he's been here for, how long have you been here, Nathan, doing this right now? Like when you first got here this morning?
Probably about an hour now.
And you're still prepping?
Yeah, still prepping, so it takes a bit of time to prep it properly.
Yeah, so when people ask you why it costs so much, it's mainly because of the prep work,
a lot of prep work, a lot of materials goes into it, and it has to be done properly, has to be cleaned properly.
Yep.
Otherwise you get flaking paint and...
Flaky paint, yep.
Yeah.
So I saw that you were washing and cleaning the calipers, and then you were kind of sanding it with this...
Scouring it back.
Yeah, scouring it back so you can, this paint will stick on.
Yeah.
And now what you're doing is you're just...
Getting it all masked up.
Masked up so that there's no extra...
No overspray on any of the brake components.
And this is not even finished with the prepping work.
No, there's still more to go.
There's still
more to go.
So how on average, how long does it take to do a full car caliper job? We have 4 calipers on a car. How long would it normally take to get that done?
Roughly about 3 hours. So 2 hours goes into prepping, masking, and then an hour to sort of spray it and unmask it all.
Wow.
So lots of time spent in masking, but that's why once it's done, you can't tell that it's been done on site.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's been done in a workshop.
Well, I know that my Tesla's brake caliper has been done by Nathan as well, and it's still holding on very, very, very well.
And that's been a while since we've done.
Yeah, that's been almost over a year now. So
yeah.
That's really, really good. And we're doing the same for this car. So when people ask why it costs a certain amount to get this sort of stuff done, well, the prep work. A lot of people can do it cheaper, but they will skip this process, and you might either get overspray onto paint somewhere else, or you might come home one day 3 months later and see that your paint's flaking off, and then you have to redo the job again, and then they'll have to grind the paint down again and get this redone. Am I right?
That's right, yeah, it'll have to all be cleaned off, and basically it's twice as long job, so better do it right the first time, spend the time, and yeah, it looks good and lasts. That's the main thing.
Awesome.
Lasts. So.
Well, thank you, Nathan.
No worries.
Nice talking to you. Awesome.
Pleasure doing the work.
Alright guys, so it's been 2 days and we've finally got the car ready. It's been a tough job, but nevertheless, it was done, and here it is in all her glory. So, this car, it took a while. It took a while because we had to address a few things, and the 2 things that we really addressed, first one was from the customer, it needed to look good. So for it to look good, obviously we needed to get rid of all the scratches and contamination off the car. Being a black car, that took a little bit of a while. And the second thing was, we saw extra scratches on the fenders of the car over here, which meant that we actually felt like the customer probably had some issues, or probably was probably washing the car differently, which means it was causing more damage than it was actually cleaning her car or protecting her car. So the first issue was addressed, because obviously it looks pretty much brand new right now, and it looks beautiful. There's 98% of the scratches gone, I think. But the coolest thing is, now that we've applied a 2-layer coating with our dual layer infinite base and top coating on the car, it is now super durable, super glossy, which addresses both problems at once. And it means that the chances of her scratching up her car like she did before is going to be a lot lower than before because there's a very durable ceramic coating on the car. Now, finally, obviously we're going to talk to the customer and address on how the car needs to be washed. But I just wanted to talk about when we were actually polishing the car, the polishing process for the hood and the boot and the front bumper and the back bumper seemed to be a lot harder just because we felt like the material or the paint was a little bit softer on those areas. And so we're going to address that to the customer as well, so that when they're going to be cleaning the car and detailing the car by themselves, then they're going to use less strength to wash the car. It feels like when they were washing here, especially on the fender in the back, they were putting a lot of energy onto it and rubbing really hard. And just one thing for all our customers over here who are watching, you don't need to put that much strength into washing a car. If you have a car that's, especially when it's coated, you just need to lightly wash off the stuff that's on your car. No need to push any extra strength on it. That will cause more damage if there is any dirty stuff on your mitt gloves or so on. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, don't forget to give us a comment, drop a comment below and see if we can answer you. And also, if you really like what we do and this kind of content, give us a thumbs up. And remember, guys, subscribe to us and just keep it fresh.